Good morning. So our topic for today is a continuation actually of the previous lessons. We'll be talking about basic um, computation of the time complexity of different algorithms, and at the same time understanding a new algorithm. So I know you're all familiar with quick sort algorithm. I know you're familiar with merge sort algorithm and some other sorting algorithms like the bubble sort algorithm, etc. Okay, question is, ano ba yung pag-uusapan natin ngayon? So we'll be talking about merge sort. So it's part of the OBTL. How do we make it simple, yung concept ng merge sort? So merge sort algorithm is actually doing a splitting of nodes, okay? Or at least elements if you're dealing with arrays, and then continuously doing that up to the point wherein you can find the base case, or let's say the base status of the elements, or at least the numbers you are trying to sort. So paano ba, gaano ba kasimple? Assuming you have an 8 element array, so how to start doing the merge sort of the 8 element array. So first, you split that into two. Ayan, so meron nang nagli-ring na bell like, how are we going to do binary tree traversal using linked list? Are we going to do uh algorithms and then compute the time complexity based on the number of executions? Are we going to do recursion, etc.? So let me just show you a very simple example. Andito sa presentation ko. So na-copy ko kanina dun sa kabila. So here, assuming Excel na lang, I don't have a board, so ito na lang yung ginawa ko, hindi naka-set up yung pen. Assuming we have 8 element array. Here are your numbers. So in merge sort, all you need to do is split the array into two. Okay? So mapupunta dito sa left yung 7942, and then 3165 to the right. So what's the next thing? It says after you split, you sort. Kaya lang you cannot sort this immediately as it is, because hindi pa natin naaabot yung pinaka-base case, which is yung pinaka-lowest number of element. So, kung i-split nyo to, tiga-apat. There are 4 elements for each side, left and right. So, what we need to do is continue doing that. So, papasok doon ngayon, pinaka-the best solution is recursion. So, deal with the recursive algorithm for you to be able to traverse yung ganitong klase ng structure. So, let's go to the left first. You need to split that again. Continue splitting that. So, split, split, split. Parang ganun yung nangyayari. So, continue splitting that until umabot ka sa pinakababa. First, 7 and 9, split natin. 4 and 2, split natin. So, iyan na ba yung base element, base case? Not yet. So, we continue splitting that, and then, there you go, 7 and 9. Ito na ba yung pinaka-base natin, or the lowest number of element? Yes. Then, what we're going to do is to sort. Sort natin. Okay? Sort natin. What's the lowest? 7 and 9. So, 7 and then 9. Then, you merge it again. Pabalik. Pabalik. Okay, pabalik na. So magiging 7 and 9 na yan. And then, after that, tapos na ba? So return, go back to the parent. Okay, papunta pataas. Kasi nga supposed to be yung returning value nito i-merge mo din sa kabila. Okay? Kaya lang yung kabila natin bumaba din, take note. Dun sa 4 and 2 kanina, kailangan mo rin munang bumaba para ma-split mo sa baba. So there you go. Pagka na-split mo na ngayon siya, then magiging 4 saka magiging 2. And then you need to merge that. So dito mapupunta yung 2 and then here comes the 4. So you have 2 and 4 now. So these two nodes here now, if we are dealing with a linked list, before you combine them, you need to sort them again. So in this case, i-merge mo uli sila. So ang mangyayari is ito yung mapupunta dito and then here comes the 4 and then comes the 7 and the 9. So there you go, na-merge mo na siya. Okay? You do the same on the other side. So split 3165, magiging 3 and 1. Then you're going to sort this 1 and 3. And then, ayan. Ganun din, bago siya umakyat dito, i-sort mo din dito, 5 and 6 dun sa other side. Okay? 5 and 6. And then going up here, 1, 3, 5, and 6. And then lastly, going back to the parent, para umakyat dito, you need to sort them before merging. Okay? So 1, and then 2, and then 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 9. So that is how quick uh, yung sorting natin is. So it's the merge sort algorithm. Now, if you're going to ask me, how do we compare the speed of this sorting algorithm to other algorithms like bubble sort, quick sort, then it's really the same answer as we had before. Mahirap sagutin yan unless you can analyze the time complexity of your algorithm. And looking at the time complexity of this algorithm, it will be, again, using the O notation, and then O of n multiplied by log of uh, n. Ayan. So medyo question mark na naman. So what's that? What's n multiplied by log of n? So bakit may logarithm na naman? Eh dati, ang pinag-uusapan lang natin is constant, quadratic, di ba? So actually, if you're going to understand this, it's really very simple. Paano ba gumagana yung log of n? So let me show you. Siguro pinakasimpleng part na lang is ganito. In computer science, we are dealing with base of 2, right? So it's actually log of 2. Log of 2. Yan. It's actually log of 2. In general mathematics, since humans are more into decimals, yun yung pinaka ano natin, pinaka default kumbaga sa computing, default na number system natin. It's the decimal. So log of 10 sa atin sa mga tao. But in computer science, since we're dealing with binaries, so bits and bytes, we will be always dealing with log of 2. Kaya pag sinabi mong log of n sa computer science at least, we are actually dealing with log of 2. Okay? So when we talk about log of n, log of 2 of n, function n, let's say example natin to, ito ba ay ilang elements? If this is an 8 element array, then it's log of 2 or log of 8. Yan, naka-Excel kasi. Yan, log of 8. So, paano ba nangyayari 'yon? Paano ba natin ginagawa 'yon? Or paano ba natin binabasa 'yan? So, the understanding here is really very simple. Ang tanong lang is, what do you need to do or how many times do you need to raise yung number or yung 2, yung base 2, okay? Base of 2 tayo. How many times do you need to raise that para maabot mo yung number 8? So, 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2. Will that be enough? 2 times 2 is 4 times 2 is 8. So, that is equal to 3. Oops, sandali. Equal to 3. Tama ba? So, log of 2 or log base 2 of 8 is 3. So, you raise 2 3 times. 2 times 2 times 2 is 8. So, that is why or how we got this log of 2 of 8. So, now, ano tong 3? What's this 3? What's the significance of 3? Bakit ba ganon? Ano ba yung pinagbabasehan natin? 3 means it is the time complexity for the traversal of the tree from the parent going to the leaf or children sa baba. Yung pinaka-leaves natin doon. Now, kung bibilangin nyo, ilang split ang nangyari? Ilang level of split ang nangyari? 1, 2, and 3. That is now the complexity of the algorithm based on the computation of log of 2 or log of n. Okay? Log of n. Malino ba yon? So, hopefully. Now, if that is log of n, then you need to multiply it by n 8 times. Why? The reason is, in every level of splits, meron silang respective task na ginagawa dito. Okay? Which is yung sorting natin and the other functions. So, may kanya-kanya for every level, merong kanya-kanya siyang ginagawa. For every level of traversal, merong mga kanya-kanyang task na ginagawa. So, that is why the time complexity for this algorithm, specifically the merge sort algorithm, is n multiplied by log of n. So that is why it is very necessary for us to understand log of 2 or log of n, log base 2 of n. So that is how we compute that. What if we change the number now, like hindi na siya 8, you are dealing with 9 numbers. You are dealing with 9 numbers. Will this still be 3? Actually, yes, because itatrancate mo yung decimal part. Okay? Around 3 point something, 3.1718. Hindi, I'm not sure. But 3 point something. But since we are into whole numbers, tatrancate mo yun. So, still log of 2 is 3. kung ang n is 9. Okay. So, assuming that is the input. Okay? And again, this is the average case. Take note, average case. There's mean, there's max. Saka natin pag-usapan yung mean and max later on. There's the best case, there's the worst case, pero this is the average case. Assuming that the tree is balanced. Okay? So, I I'd prefer to use binary tree when it comes to this kind of traversal because it's easier. At least for me, in my perspective, okay? So don't worry if you are into RAs, then it's just the same. I want you to see yung pseudocode nung na ginawa ko for that kind of traversal. By the way, do you see advertisements in Facebook like yung mga job interviews? What's the worst nightmare na parang ganun yung naririnig ko. What's the worst nightmare that a programmer or an IT professional may have? Sasabihin nila, and that's the answer is when you are into the coding interview and they ask you to create a code for a binary tree traversal and you don't know what to do. Or at least they ask you for the time complexity of your code. So that will be one thing na medyo parang ang hirap yatang tanggapin na hindi alam ng isang computer science graduate. You're a computer scientist. You're not just other IT courses who are not specialized into analyzing algorithms. Yun yung forte natin. Pare-parehas tayong mga BS Computer Science. Students and graduates. Ako yung graduate. Okay. Let me continue with this recursive uh, pseudocode. Pseudocode na lang tawag dati. And it's not really specific into any language, but it's more on understanding the logic. So sabi natin in what do you call this? In recursion, you always have the base case. We all know that. So ito yung base case natin. So if the head is equal to null or head that next is equal to null, meaning wala siyang root. I mean, nasa dulo ka na. Or at least wala siyang children. So, return age muna. Okay? Tapos na, kumbaga. Else, kung hindi pa tapos, compute ka lang. But hindi ko nilagyan ng else dito. You don't need to really put else here kasi magre-return naman na siya. So, first thing you need to do is split. Yan ang sinasabi natin kanina. Split. So, split the array or split the list. In this case, we're dealing with the list. Assuming na hindi array yung hinahandle natin, it's a list. Mas madali nga naman kasi mag-handle ng ng list, linked list instead of the array. So, once you split and you have a reference to the head and you created left and right, then take note, meron ditong another list na create tayo wherein yun yung iso-sort mo si left. Take note, we're calling sort again. So, mag-stack yan. So, we're doing recursive approach here. Sort left muna. Pupunta na ba siya kay sort right? No, not yet. So, sort left, 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 left. So, going back to the Excel. Sana ba yung Excel natin kanina? Ayan. To the Excel example. So, kung ito yun, na-split siya, ito yung kalahati, ito yung magiging left, then sort daw, kaya lang hindi mo naman magagawa uli yan kasi call muna uli. Then, mas-split uli siya into half. then go to the left. Then, since nasa left ka na, then pupunta ka sa base case. Kapag nasa base case na yan, then return. I-return mo siya dito. Then pupunta siya dito. Then doon pa lang activate ngayon yung sort right. Okay? So meron siyang sort naman daw niya yung right. So pupunta siya sa base case, then ayun, na-sort na niya yung right. So we have this, then after that, return merge. I-merge mo, okay? This is a function outside. You need to merge L sorted, this one, and the right sorted. So you need to merge the two. Okay? Then after that, tapos na yung L sort nito, babalik na naman dito sa taas. Pero hindi pa tapos yung right part niya. So pagdating sa right part, again, papasok siya dito. Then, na-meet na ba yung base case? Not yet. So pupunta siya sa left. Okay? Mauuna lagi yung left. Then left, then return niya pataas, then right, pupunta siya sa base case, then return niya uli, then that's the sorted list. Tapos babalik niya ngayon dito. Kung nandito na silang dalawa, then i-merge na naman niya yung dalawa while sorting it. Then, after that, babalik siya dito, i-return niya. Kaya lang, going back dun sa original original call, yung first call, should I say, then yung right naman. Kaya na pagdating sa right, okay, pagdating sa right call, take note, sort pa rin yan. Ulitin pa rin niya yung magsusort muna siya sa left. Then left, base case, then going up. Okay, nawala na, bura ko na yata yung dito kanina. And then, going up and then, pupunta naman siya sa right. Going up, then i-merge niya na nakasort na. Then, pagbalik dito, hindi pa tapos yung right, then go to the right. Since hindi pa base case yan, then it will go again to the left first. Tapos since base case na siya, akyat sa taas pabalik, then yung right naman niya. Then merge sort, and then after that, buo na yung right part. Nung nabuo na yung right part, tatawagin na naman yung merge sort ng left sorted and right sorted. Then you have the sorted list. That's the final output now. So that is uh, the merge sort algorithm. So it's really very simple, but for now siguro that's how far we go. Next time we'll look at other algorithm. Tingnan natin. Uh, is there is there another algorithm na mas mabilis sa merge sort? For now we don't know. Okay. We are limited to this. Let's wait for the quick sort, the bubble sort later on, and then tingnan natin yung time complexity. So I suggest you understand log of 2 para madali kayong mag-compute ng time complexity. Take note, whenever you are interviewed later on, tapos bibigyan kayo ng problem, it's not enough that you can code, you can do the coding. Well, some other companies will accept you like that, but it's much better if you know how to compute at least the time complexity of your algorithm. Okay? Kasi minsan tatanungin nila, okay, you know how to code, but we know that there are multiple solutions to a problem. Is your solution the best among the different solution we can find out there? Ano yung proof mo? Paano mo ipuprove yun na, yes, my algorithm is the best? Why? How? You do this. Okay? You do this. Well, it's okay if eventually they'll prove you wrong, especially if you really don't know or you really did not consider the algorithm they are thinking. But the fact that you know how to compute that is actually good enough. Okay? So, ma-impress na sa'yo yung mga nag-interview. Okay? So, hopefully, naintindihan. So, we'll wait for another lesson next time and then let's try to compare.